Welcome back to my channel, and sorry for the weird angle. Trying to put my phone on a stand, but it doesn't work. It's like a bit flimsy. A friend made it, but I'll get the other one that I have. We'll see if it's better. Cheap one, but it might work. No, it's not high enough. Okay. Oh well. It's gonna stay like this. So, I saw a video of Jesse the Reader today, and I thought of doing the same type of video that he did, just for fun. And I know that some of my friends like to watch my videos, so I just for fun, and I love talking about books. So obviously, I'll do a video about the books. So today there's gonna be a video on a bookshelf scavenger hunt. And the original person who made this, that created the tag, like the scavenger hunt, is the Library of Sarah. I do not know who that is. I just went online and found someone that made it, so answered the question, so I decided to do it. Some of the books I'll have to get from my other shelf, obviously, because I don't have them on me, like they're in my living room, and now I'm in my room, so yeah. Anyway, let's start this. Find an author's name or title that start with the letter Z. The only person I could think of that, and it's like the same answer that someone else gave, but it's Zenith by Sasha Ellsberg and Lindsay Cummings. Yeah, Cummings. So Zenith. And it's from the Andromeda Saga. So it's book 1 of the duology of the Andromeda Saga. I only read the first one. I didn't read the second one. I did read half of it. I just couldn't get into the second story. It took me ages to finish this one. But anyway, sadly. Find a classic. The classic is right here. Oops. I need to do something with this. So the classic is Kilmary of the Orchard by Lucy Maud Montgomery. So the same woman who wrote Anne of Green Gables. But this one is actually a very short story. So, yeah. It was actually really good. I loved that one. And so that's the classic. Find a book with a key on it. I do not have books with keys on them. But I have a book with a key in the title. And it's Nancy Drew, Mystery Stories 28 by Caroline Keene, The Clue of the Black Key. So yeah, that's the one that I have that has a key in the cover, in the title. Something on your bookshelf that is not a book. Well, up here I have a pirate ship from Florida, and down here, random One Direction perfume that I never really wore because I just thought it was cute, and I kept it because I used to be a One Direction girly, so yeah. And then Blue from the Jurassic World movies, even though she's not really blue, but she makes noise and she can actually move her claws. Okay, I thought she was broken for a second, but no, she's not. So, yeah. That's a random thing on my shelf. Find a book with a girl on the cover. There's a lot of books with girls on covers. But I'll just get one of my favorite books on here, Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks. It has a girl on the cover. It's also a pretty blue cover. I really like the color of this book. But I hate these covers. But fun story about this. was reading this book while I was on a car ride with some friends, and they had like picked me up for an event, and I was like in the car with them and their two sons. Actually, no, they only had one son at the time. So I was in the car and I was reading this. And at one point, I don't know how. I guess I just closed it because I was having a conversation with the parents, but their son, who was like 3, maybe less at the time, like took the book from my hands and was staring at the cover for like who knows how long. I was like, oh boy, this kid is looking at weird things. But yeah, it was just adorable, and I guess it just always reminds me of that. Anyway, let's go back to this topic of the book tag. The oldest book on my shelf. I know that one of the oldest books that I own, well, it's in the other bookshelf, and it's like classics like Sherlock Holmes and all of that. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go get it, or I should get it, right? I'll go get it, and we'll see. Okay, so I went to get the book, and it's Sherlock Holmes: A Study in Red, but the French version by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The only problem is this copy is like a weird copy from Livre de Poche, so it's like very short, written very small, but it doesn't give me the year that originally Sherlock Holmes came out. So I will quickly go look on my tablet and see like what it is, because I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know like when exactly it came out. Okay. So A Study in Red by Sherlock Holmes. Well, Sherlock Holmes book of A Study in Red by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle came out in 1987. So that is definitely my oldest book on my shelf. So the book by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The book, a book with a girl on the cover. Oh, I skipped one apparently. Oops. Anyway, I already showed the girl on the cover, so it's this one here. Find a book with a boy on the cover. I can only think of one guy if I think about books, book covers. So I can only think of this guy. So if you know, you know. So yeah. I mean, I could have used this one too for a girl, right? She's so pale. But anyway, so Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. So what's the first one called? Just Outlander? I don't even know. And this edition is written so small. It's like kind of scary how small it is. Yeah, just Outlander. So yeah, and it's written in like really small. I listen to them as audiobooks, so it's way better. So yeah, Outlander with a boy on the cover, obviously. Find a book that has an animal on it. When I think of animals, I think of this bear that I forgot his name. From what's this movie called? Northern Lights. But in the French version is Le Royaume du Nord by Philip Pullman. And yeah, that bear, I forgot his name. But like, I'm pretty sure he has like a weird name. I know that I know his name. Is it like Yorick Bernison or something like that? Is that it? Because that's the feeling I have. I wish my bestie was here. He would know. Because these books were really weird. We read them in school, and we named snow piles from winter, like where the plow had put them. We had named them name all of those like hills, places from these books. Yeah, we were weird. We were young and strange. Find a book that has a male protagonist. What's a protagonist exactly? I'm not even sure. Sorry. Choking on air. It's my superpower. Protagonist, huh? I need to look what that means. Okay. I looked. That's what I thought. I wasn't entirely sure. But male protagonist in a book. I think of this IQ by Joe Hyde. And yeah, I think yeah. Isaiah Quintable, but IQ because his name is long. He's the main character in this. And this is actually like not a thriller mystery, but sort of. And it's a high school dropout who like looks for clues and finding someone that he lost or something like that. It's been a while since I read this, but this one. So IQ by Joe Hyde. Find a book with only words on it. I don't know if that counts. Well, actually, this one only has words on it. Une flamme pour l'amour by Nicholas Sparks. So, Abandon the Road. Yeah, Abandon the Road by Nicholas Sparks only has, that on cover. I need to get rid of this copy because I have two. Accidentally. Yeah, it's weird. Find a book with illustrations in it. I can think of books that have illustrations. The Vile Village by Lemony Snicket. Book 7 in the series of Unfortunate Events. It has illustrations in it. And this copy is actually like an advanced copy from like Scholastic. I don't even know how I got this, but like I got it. I found it on a thrift store, so yeah. Find a book with gold lettering. Do I even have books with gold lettering? Oh, I do. I do. So if anyone that watches my videos knows me, don't know that I'm obsessed. I'm like obsessed with a certain author, and they're up here and they have gold lettering in the newer books. Never Say Die by Anthony Horowitz. And yes, this cover is not originally like this, but I had to redo the cover because I hated it. It had completely disappeared. So yes, it's not perfect, but it has gold lettering, and it had gold lettering originally. So, Never Say Die by Anthony Horowitz. Okay, the pile's gonna fall eventually. Okay. Find a diary, a true diary or a false one. I had to bring it. This is my diary. Has random stuff in it. But like, yeah. This is my diary, what it looks like inside. Random stickers, bunch of post-its regarding books that I read. So, yeah. Like, for example, up here, this is a concept idea for a character. And then down here, of course, that all falls out. Down here is what I thought of Magnus Chase and The Gods of Asgard by Rick Riordan. What I thought of, like, the first book, I guess? The Sword of Summer. And then up here is, like, what I thought of The Hammer of Thor. Which I did enjoy these books, but they're not, like, as good as the Percy Jackson. And then just, like, other reviews and stuff that I just wrote in here. So, And like this one that I just finished recently and I was really excited about, that I could read. So, what's it called? The Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman? Yeah, so Carl's Doomsday Scenario. Currently working on the third book, so reading it. And then Outlander, like stuff that from the last book that I read. So yeah, my diary. But please do not pause it and read it, okay? There's a reason why it's written in the Star Wars language. From what you can read, do not read it, please. My thoughts are weird. Find a book written by someone with a common name. Well, honestly, I don't know. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out, like, common name. Stephanie Garber. I guess it's common. Stephanie is a common name, and Garber is also a common name, I assume. So Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This cover's pretty. Anyway, so yeah. Find a book that has a close up of someone on it. A book with a close up of someone on it. I know I have something. I'm just gonna look on this side. I don't know if it'll count, but I will count it. I mean, it's a close-up. You can't really see. You don't see the person's face, but you can. It's a close-up of her head. So, The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Mitchell Richardson. So, close-up of her head. She has pretty red hair. I love it. Anyway. Find a book on your shelf that takes place in the earliest time period. I have some books that take place in 1700s, 1800s, a lot of those timelines, but one that I know that takes place in like an earlier time is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Well, obviously, only the beginning is from 1714. So, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab is one of like the ones that are set in like a further time that I have. So that one. Find a hardcover book with a jacket. Well, all my hardcover books currently do not have their jackets because their jackets are just in a drawer because I like the look of books without dust jackets. So, but Geekerella by Ashley Poston. The naked cover. I will get the not naked one. Okay, so I did get the dust jacket for. Oops, can't really see it. Geekerella by Ashley Poston. So this book, I really enjoyed these because like they take place in Comic Cons. I've never been to Comic Con. I want to go, but at the same time I'm like, I don't really want to go because I don't want to go with certain people. So yeah, Geekerella by Ashley Poston. Another book that I also have that has a dust jacket, but this one I added a sticker on the dust jacket because I cannot stand the face on it. So the book is I Am Number 4 by Petticus Lore. So I have dust jacket, pick it off because I do not like the face of the guy on the cover because it's the movie cover. So the movie cover. yes, he has a thing because I cannot stand his face. I mean, I had a crush on this actor when I was a child, okay? Well, from what, the age of 12 to 16, maybe? He's only 2 years older than me, so yeah, I think. So I crushed on him, okay? And yeah. um, but yeah, I hate his face, so. And Avery knows that I used to crush on this guy, my best friend Avery, so yeah. Anyway. Find a teal turquoise book. Well, I need to check on this section here because these are all. I don't know if this is exactly turquoise, but I think this is the closest. So this is Two for the Dough by Janet Ivanovich, and it's book 2 in her Stephanie Plum series, which I need to reread. Find a book with stars on it. Stars. Star Climber by Kenneth Opel. This has stars on it. Find a non-YA book. I mostly read YA, but I guess Janet Ivanovich isn't YA. So Explosive 18 by Janet Ivanovich, so book 18 in her Stephanie Plum series. The longest book that I own. Honestly, I think the longest book that I own is probably The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. Because, yeah, I do not own that many big, chunky books. Or if I do, they're not in this shelf. No, it's definitely The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. That is the longest book that I have. Because it's the French version, and I know that V. Schwab's books are always pretty thick, but this one is like 696 pages, but it's like so thick that, yeah, I guess it's the longest one I own. I probably have bigger, I don't know. Or I don't own a physical copy of those books. Find the shortest book that you own. I spoke of these books in another video recently, but they are La Dispersion de Gunchos and L'Ennemi aux Griffes d'Acier. These are the shortest books that I have, so 120 pages and 121 pages. So these are two of the shortest books I have. But if I had to pick another short book that I have, I will say Le Manoir Rosenberg by Ariane Côté, which she's a friend of mine who wrote this book. So, yeah, it's 285 pages, but it's short. It's not like the shortest, but I mean, a friend of mine wrote this, so I had to maybe share it. Actually, I think I have a shorter book. I don't even know if it's shorter though. But I know I have a short book. I'll check on the shelf. I don't even know where it is. Okay, this one. How many pages? Oh yeah, definitely smaller. 139 pages. So, Harley Davis, Teenage Superhero by K.L. Scipio. One of my favorite books ever because it's signed. So yeah, it's not as short as these two, but they're still short. Okay, find a book with multiple point of views. I hate reading books with multiple point of views, so I don't know. if I own books with multiple point of views. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have one in the other shelf. I will go check and I'll be right back. Okay, I did find books that I'm pretty sure has point of views, but they weren't like they weren't labeled properly. Like I feel like so it was really hard to follow the story, in my opinion. And it was this trilogy by Rick Yancey, The Fifth Wave and The Infinite Sea. I only read book 1 and half of 2 because it was so hard to follow. Like my ADHD brain and like couldn't understand it. So yeah. Well, the story was really good though. I love the movies. I love the story, but it was hard to follow in the books. So these are the ones with multiple point of views. Pretty sure. Find a shiny book. Does this count? It's shiny. It's Lux Consequences. So it has Opal and Origin plus the first chapter of a position by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So it's in her Lux series. So yeah, shiny cover. I regret not buying the first part of this instead of like the ugly cover that I have. But yeah. Anyway, I found it in the thrift store, so I kind of find a book with flowers on it. Oh, I don't really have books with flowers. I'm terrible at this. Okay. I need to clean up the books immediately because the bunny is gonna chew them if I lick them. Let's see if I have covers and flowers. Yep. I do have one. No, it's not flowers. So I cannot see a book with flowers on it, but I probably have one. I just don't know where. So yeah. So that is the last one. The last question. Oh, Book of the Flowers. Of course I do. Kill Marie of the Orchard. Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch, but I already talked about that one. But still. Kill Marie of the Orchard. So flowers. This was the Bookshelf tag by Sarah, Library Sarah. So got to see more of my books that I own. I might have decided to put back the Dutch jackets though on my books because why not? So yeah, this is the book tag, and thank you for watching the video. Sorry if it's too long. But yeah, you know what to do. So subscribe or like the video if you want. So we'll see each other in another video. And also the bunny wasn't with me. That's why she's been running around, so I didn't bring her in a video.